buff.
Mana's walking up. They want to fight. Mana's walked all the way from bot lane.
Blank has it. They are still collapsing. Smeb going to go for it. Gets a body slam in on the Blank. He's going low. Score comes up with the first blood. Now Huni in a bad spot. Flashes away.
How
that big shock.
I don't want this. He really wants it.
Lands the Q. The exhaust comes down a slow from the barrel, and that's going to be concussive blows. That's going to be 2 kills picked up. A double kill delayed goes over to Score, and KT just explode onto the Rift for game number 3. And in this year, so we haven't even gotten much of a gauge on how much he's improved. Huni, though, in a bad spot, gets knocked back by the explosive cast. He knows he's dead, just wants to get the minions here at the end. Will be able to soak those up, but hands a 3rd kill over to Score. Above the water.
Wolf, you should not be there.
Yeah, Wolf is in a bit of a rough spot here. Has a great health shield still that he can pop. We'll pop it now. Bond waits this out and has a shock blast. Ooh! Almost comes up with it. Huni, he's trying to get this.
I don't know about that flash.
Control ward, flash forward. They knock him back in towards Score.
Not dead yet.
Should be able to close this up. That's going to be the Deathmark coming through from Faker, but he takes too much damage. Deathmark pop will still come up with a kill. Faker makes it out alive. But they lose 2 members for it. Depth going low. Faker gets locked up by the concussive blows. Mana has to flash away. He'll come down from Depth. Yep, Score is here, and he's very strong. Blank gets locked up. Devour comes through from Wolf. Can they make it out alive? Slow comes through. They might just have to sacrifice the top catch. And it looks like that might just be the play here. Wolf doing his damnedest, but just nowhere to go. Score still fiercely
still got a lot of burst.
Pushing into the face of Faker. He's got 2 levels on him, but he still just is not afraid. Curtain Call thrown down. On to Pawn, gets locked up by the Deadly Flourish. Curtain Call's here. Pawn jukes out 1. Can he juke out more? Flame Spitter's coming through. 4th one's
he might just kill him.
Can he get the kill to Huni? No, not going to happen. The overheat auto attack's doing too much. I'll still feel happy about that one. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, it's going to be a bit of a party. This Voyage coming through. Pawn getting exhausted, already down below half HP. Smeb does finish channeling this one. Going to slow up Blank. Wolf tanking up the turret. Glacial Fissure comes through to lock him in. He will die. Smeb trying to chase down onto the Rengar to get a little bit more. Now with Death coming on the sidelines, flashes in for the volley to slow up onto Blank. Cast comes through. It's not enough damage to finish him off yet. Now
there's going to be a turnaround
from Huni. This could be a big fight for SKT. Death getting hit in the backside by the Curtain Call. 4th shot won't connect, but it doesn't matter because Faker comes up with a kill. Huni barely limping out with his life. Second one still back by the tier 2. Huni trying to pinch in from the sideline. Smeb finds him, pops him back with the cast. Goes down to half HP, but the Devour comes through. They lock up Wolf, however. Might be looking for a kill onto the top catch. Smeb still not tanky enough in that front line. Has to peel back.
Poke's still a happy spot for KT.
Oh, Score. The sidelines. Deathmark comes through. They pop up Faker. They will find the kill, but the Deathmark will finish off Score in the end. A 1-for-1.
There's a lot of gold on the Faker. They don't have a lot of wave clear outside of him as well.
That's going to be the equalizer thrown down in desperation. Mata gets rooted up, taking a couple short shots, but overall looks like he may just be okay. Now the Curtain Call comes through. He's going to be the target as well as Depth. It's going to be Smeb and Pawn trying to take this up. Pawn goes back in, really greedy, really aggressive. The bouncing grenade comes through, chunking them all down so very much. Bang, flashing forward, can't get the last shot. The Deadly Flourish won't connect. Meanwhile, on the backside of the fight, a double kill comes in for Huni. Won't be able to make it a triple quite yet, as it looks like Smeb will make it out with his life, but Pawn, not as much can be said for him, getting collapsed on by several members. Does he just go for the play? He's going to try to
teleport.
Yeah, jumps back in onto the wave. That's the TP coming through from Smeb to zone them off. He'll cancel that to get the refund on the cooldown. Going forward, Faker pops the Youmu's on the sideline.
Minions are in a really good spot in top and bot lane. All going to be pushing in.
Equalizer comes down. Mata getting chunked out. Faker goes in. Smeb's going to body slam him. Trying to delay him a bit, but he goes into the backside with Mata, but he just gets absolutely destroyed. Score comes up with a kill, but now SKT, they are firing back. Curtain Call in onto the Graves. A couple more shots will take him out. They can't find it with a 4th and final. They might still be able to finish him off. He quick draws away from that Deadly Flourish. They got Faker, but they lose for SKT. Up for that tier 2 turret. Now though, fight breaking out in the mid lane. Depth getting jumped on, going down. By the look of things, Deathmark comes through. Can they finish him off? He's exhausted and he will fall. That's going to be Bang coming up with the kill.
Backline.
Double kill. And now here comes Faker. Comes up with 1, but he pays for that one with his life. His Pawn will barely slink out of this one. But yet again, KT just losing these fights to SK Telecom. Pawn finds an answering kill with a big shock blast onto Wolf.
Calling an award.
But it's a 2-for-4
in
favor of SKT. Do they go for this?
Yep.
Oh. All right, well, the Deadly Flourish not fast enough for Pawn. He was not window shopping, as it turns out.
Definitely can't go and Q that one point. He needs to run away this time. He can walk up, put down a ward, and if there's one person, probably not going to die. If there's more people, probably not going to die. It's really decisive Baron call. This might decide the game.
Yeah, Smeb's down to the bottom lane, going to be TPing in right into the front.
Returning.
down to half HP. Looks like SKT will go ahead and peel back. Big shot blast comes through. Score goes in the front line. Wolf will get locked up by the Ash Arrow, and he gets deleted. Equalizer comes down, but it's cutting off KT for the rest of their squad, but there's just no way for SKT to pick off those members in the front. So they're just going to go ahead, have to lose Wolf, which probably have to say is the best case scenario.
Do they
for
try
them.
the Baron? They're going to.
They start this one up. They have that double Infernal with the Mountain. Curtain Call comes in as an answer.
Or Bang to open up there, but much less around Baron.
Oh, they're looking for something.
Big equalizer.
Equalizer comes down. Pawn already down to half HP. Abyssal Voyage coming in for the sidelines with Blank in tow. Death gets locked up immediately. It looks like he's going to fall. Yes, he does. The bot lane of KT wiped off the map. Smeb.
So 5 members strong. They're DPSing it down quickly, even without Mountains or Infernals. Faker on zoning duty as well.
Yep. It's going to be Shock Blast. Bang goes low.
Baron
only
at
down to half
4,000.
HP. Faker goes in, gets a lot of damage down on the pawn, knocks him down to
Here's
about
the turn.
half HP. Curtain Call coming through. Bang still safe in the back line. Baron resets, so just going to be looking for a pick here. All KT make it out of range. Flash forward from Wolf with a tongue lash. Trying to come up with the kill. Smeb goes in, might just be the sacrificial lamb. Pawn comes up with a kill onto Faker, but he will get taken out in the end as Wolf goes forward, finds that killing blow. Smeb does eventually go down as Huni burns him out with a Flame Spitter. Score.
The teleport from Huni.
Yeah,
remember, it's in double lane. Infernal.
Yeah, plus the Mountain Drake. Baron already down
give it up.
Below half HP. They have to get in here. Blank maybe coming up the steal. He's not able to find it. Score gets it, but can they get kills on the backside of this? Redemption coming down, keeping KT alive as best as they possibly can, but Faker already takes out Def. They already get rid of Mata, the first 2 to die. Yet again in this fight, Pawn goes down. Score trying to exit on the backside, takes the blast cone for a ride, but he's still getting pinched on by Blank and Wolf. Looks like he will be able to make it out. Has that Baron empowered recall. Just a rough spot to be in.
Well, they need to be decisive here. They see SKT, and specifically Faker in the bot lane.
Like so it's going to be a trade of turns. I mean, you can see just how quickly those do go down.
It needs to be a trade up, though. If they trade evenly, then Zed is going to have a field day. So they need to brute force, and it's on SKT to try and hold.
Shock Blast only connects on the Wolf. Mata's already very close to dead.
Damage.
Throughout the Redemption, Ash Arrow comes through.
Can
They
they
find
get a
Wolf, body slam forward. The cast comes through, but it just knocks him away. They can't get on the Bang. He's going to open up the curtain call. Big equalizer thrown down. Mata, he's going to be the first one to fall yet again. Heal coming out of Death, trying to keep them alive. Give them that little burst of speed. But that's going to be Faker just splitting in the bottom lane. And SKT, all they have to do is just delay the recalls. That's going to be a body slam back forward from Smeb. Pawn going low. Tries to get onto Blank, but just can't come up with the kill. Bang, finds that one. Finally suffers his first death, but now Score starting to turn things around. Comes up with a double kill. Going to be looking for Huni. Doesn't have the GA quite yet over.
Meanwhile,
can't do anything, but Faker is now splitting in onto the Nexus turret. Score comes up with a triple kill at the end, but Faker is just chipping away at the base.
2 are able to get out, so not quite. It's going to be the hold from KT. Oh boy, this game is so close.
With double Infernal and the Mountain, the Elder Dragon would still be quite good for them.
They're all popped.
Coming out, Blank gonna get slowed up. Curtain Call comes down. Does chunk out Mata. The Curtain Call coming through now, just chunking them down. Def trying to kite back. Trying to get a couple hits in onto Blank, who jumps forward. Big cast comes out. He still has the Guardian Angel keeping alive. Baker goes into the back line, gets popped up immediately by the Glacial Fissure, but Wolf is there for the Devourer to keep him alive. Smeb gets his GA popped. Huni jumping straight in on top of Death, and that lifesteal is barely enough. It keeps him alive for a couple more seconds, but Faker goes in to finish him off. Comes up with the kill, and it looks like they're winning this quite handily. Score able to fire back, takes one out onto Bang. They lose Smeb in the end. It's going to be 2 kills on the side of each team. Completely dark.
Well, they don't see anyone around Baron, so they can have a pretty damn good guess that it's happening.
Yeah. Well, Smeb does have his TP. Do they want to go ahead and thought maybe they'd try to start that one up?
They also know that Abyssal Voyage is on cooldown.
That's true. Abyssal Voyage is on cooldown, but Huni does have the teleport.
I think they're going to rush it again. They have to.
Yeah, Huni goes in for the recall. The Baron's going low. There's just no way for them to get in there. So Baron does go over to KT, but they need to minimize the losses. They need to make it out of here with their lives. Equalizer is back up for Huni. Where does he want to toss it out? They're all in a choke point. There it is. Perfectly laid down on top of everybody, but Blank already falls. Death gets jumped on. Baker comes up with the kill. They follow over the wall, looking for Smeb, looking for Score. Should be able to take him out. There's no GA available for the Gragas. 4th and final shot would kill. They don't find it. He's going to body slam back. And Score manages to recall, so KT loses their bottom lane yet again, but they kill Blank and they get the Baron.
It's only a 2-for-1. How do they keep getting out on a sliver of health? I think SKT played that as well as they could.
Right up this and maybe try to get some damage down onto the turret. Might be a little bit too risky. Edge of the Night does get popped onto Bang. He's going to be still safe in the back line. Opens up with the curtain call. Nice cast through from Smeb to interrupt that. minimize the amount of damage coming through.
First interrupt we've seen all game. Edge of Knight was on cooldown, so not able to protect himself from that.
Good pop at that time. Huni using that scrap shield, making sure he doesn't take any burst from that shock blast.
If they had any control wards in the bot side, they know where Zed was at. They see him now. KT just want to push up mid, but the minion wave is being proxied by SKT, and they're coming from multiple angles.
Shero comes through, connects onto Huni. Devour's there from Wolf to keep him alive. Faker still playing up very far into the front line.
The one's tracking cooldowns. Devour down for a couple of seconds.
Oh boy.
Well, they're not going defensively, they're going aggressively because they want this inhibitor.
Yeah, that is not your base KT roster, but they say, we know. We're going to go ahead and take this out, get some super creeps working for us.
Right, can buy
pushing
time.
Forward, but can't do much to go into the front. Big equalizer thrown down yet again by Huni, chunking out the members of KT roster. Redemption does come through, healing them back up the full. Blank almost loses his Guardian Angel, and Huni has to go into the zone.
He's really low.
He'll comes up, Cast comes through, Faker has to jump back out, still has GA up. Now Score going low, gets waves. That's going to be Bang coming up with a kill. Can he find more? Smeb has his GA, Pawn goes in big, takes out the Jin. So far, a 1-for-1 exchange, but Blank is going to try to upset that. Goes back in, takes out Mata, but the answer with yet another kill as Smeb gets rid of the Rengar. A 2-for-2, Smeb barely limping out of there.
And both sides of the crowd cheer because still 47 minutes into the final game of the first round robin, we are not able to separate SK Telecom T1 or KT Roster. You can't write the script any better.
Creeps are starting to push up inside the base of SK Telecom. Turning a couple hits from Dead. Pawn will be able to finish this one off. The hunt gets popped by Blank.
This needs to be SKT's fight.
Yeah, he's looking in from the sidelines. Equalizer comes down yet again. Depth down to half HP. Faker goes into the back line, but he gets knocked up immediately. GA will get popped on him. See Depth coming back up from his own Guardian Angel. Blank going in, just trying to take him out. They're able to do so as Bang comes up with a killing blow. That's going to be a second one.
SKT's done it.
Mata goes down the bottom lane of KT, yet again falling. Smeb will get his Guardian Angel popped. He's surrounded by SK Telecom members. He's going to fall. Looks like Pawn will as well score. The only one to make it out with his life. And SK Telecom still hold on, but they have to answer these super creeps. Bang, he's going hunting. Can he find it?
Just a single in him time. They're going to teleport anyway.
Yeah,
they want the end.
This might just be it. Bang does so much damage to these structures. The super creep's still pushing in. The Nexus is exposed, but Wolf is there to manage it. They have so much damage, even with Faker being as low as he is. If Score could get a pop on him, that might be enough to dissuade.
They're not fully committing to ending. Zed's recalling. Game's not over.
Faker and Bang.
But a lot of power is lost from KT. They have 4 Guardian Angels entering the
moment,
fight.
Score. Can you come up with this one? Asher comes down. Blank gets locked up. Baron quite low. He used the collateral damage. Score would have to enter the pit. He's just not there in time.
But he's buying time.
And he finds something on the back, and he goes for it, trying to look for Huni. The TP coming through from Smav. They jump forward. Mata goes in with the Q, pops up Blank with the Glacial Fissure. They come up with a kill. Huni, the Guardian Angel, just one hit from going down, but the Devour is there from Wolf to keep him alive. Mata throwing out the Redemption to try to finish him off. Won't be able to find it.
And Score made the percentage play. Didn't look for the steal. Just wanted to kill someone, because remember, it's a naked Nexus. They're going to try and finish the game 5v4 if they can. But because they only get a single pick, they can't take down Huni. 5v3, they can probably end the game. But either joyously or frustratingly, the game will continue.
Yep. 51.5 minutes now on the clock. They're trying to push in, get rid of that top inhib turret. Just unable to do so thus far. Still evading them.
Big
now.
engage on
Body
Faker.
slam forward on a Faker, goes straight into the death mark. On top of Smeb, gets a little bit of damage now, but he's still relatively healthy on the Gragas. Mata gets popped as GA there to back him up.
For 25.
That's gonna be Bang throwing up the curtain call, looking for some damage, but he takes a big burst from the shock blast. Has to peel back and cancel the rest of it immediately. But Bang gonna go ahead and peel back. Nexus already taking a little bit of damage, and Huni will get his GA popped. SKT still desperately holding on. Blank is up in 10 seconds. Can they buy enough time? Wolf has the Devour, spits out. That's going to be Bang going down. Faker going back in, trying to get on top of Score. He pops the GA, but can he do enough? It looks like he will not be able to. Depth firing away, but can't get it. Scores here. Can he finish it off? The answer is going to be no. That's an ace coming through from SK Telecom. It looks so good for KT, but they just cannot finish it off, and that should be SKT winning the game.
What an insane hold from SKT specifically. Buying time for the respawn onto Blank. He gets back in, he runs it down mid. Minions will be coming soon. They still have to play base defense. They can't send everyone to end the game. They're going to send 2. Faker's walking up. First respawn is still 20 seconds away. It's Mata. He can buy a bit of time with exhaust. But surely this is it. Surely SKT have done it. This game has seesawed so many times, but they're going to run it Marta's dead, and I think SKT have won a Titanic series in just the most dramatic fashion possible.
Super creep there to back them up, to tank up the turret shots. They take out both of them. The Nexus is exposed. Mata, if there was anything you could do, I'd be so damn impressed, but it's just hopeless now for KT Rolster. SK Telecom, in such a back and forth third game, are able to come out on top. They win the first telecom war of spring 2017.
The telecom war that everyone around the world waited for delivered and then some. The best of three I have ever seen in League of Legends history. It went both ways. Great victories by both sides in Game 1 and Game 2, and the most titanic struggle, a twilight struggle you could say, in the final game is won by SKT. But it was a game of inches. The difference between KT and SKT is separated in multiple hits on a Nexus because they're macro, they're micro, the outplays from both sides. It was beautiful.